From the dance floor and straight into the dating world, MTV's show Catfish is getting ready for a brand new season.
John is super excited and ready to learn about this new season and what it has in store for us.
I have to say, guys, there may not be a single show ever that is responsible for more hours of my time unintentionally spent, because you just turn on Catfish, you catch it halfway through an episode, next thing you know, 4 hours later, you're still watching. Neve Schulman, Karrie, Crawford joining us live this morning. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, good morning. I just want to say I approve of the way that you're using your time right now to watch the show.
Well, because the shows are so interesting and you get sucked in and you end up watching for hours. By the way, I should start by saying congratulations, Neve, on finishing second on Dancing with the Stars. I think you should have won, but, you know.
You're robbed.
Oh, well, you know what? It was a win from the start. The whole experience was such a wonderful and just lovely time, and especially this year with everything going on, to be able to get out there and dance and share my passion for the arts was a win for me.
So we're going into season 10 of Catfish in the middle of a quarantine, pandemic, all this kind of stuff. You know, one of the great things about the show is you get that you know, certainty when you meet the person face to face in person and they confess. How is that whole process different, though, when you got to stay socially distant and you can't contact someone like that?
I mean, it definitely poses its challenges for us because we're trying to get, you know, these catfish to do the same thing that the people that we're helping have been trying to get them to do for, you know, God knows how long. But I think there's also a certain level of satisfaction that comes with that, because when you have been trying to get someone to just video chat or, you know, do the simplest thing, actually seeing them do it is, you know, it's a relief for a lot of people most times, sometimes not, you know, depending on who pops up. But, yeah, I think that it's different, but it works.
We still get the. So, Neve, I want to ask you.
But it also does pose its own problems. It does pose some of its own problems, because we've had some episodes where someone's asked a friend to sort of sit in for them and pretend to be the person that we're looking for. And that's easy to do when you just have to kind of send your friend a Zoom link and say, hey, can you just kind of jump on this Zoom for me? So it does also obviously pose new problems for us.
So have you noticed, Neve, over time that both the people that come to you for help, but the catfishers themselves have gotten more savvy? Because, you know, back in the old days, we used to just think if somebody had a Facebook account, oh, well, that's them.
Right. You know, it's funny. I ask that question every time we start an episode. I say, well, you know, do they have other social media? How many photos have you sent? Or, you know, what do you have that sort of proves that they are who they say they are? And miraculously, not a lot's changed from when we started making the show to now.
Wow.
If people are looking for something, right? And if people are willing to believe whatever they need to believe to feel that love or connection, it doesn't matter what they do or don't have. They're just looking for that text bubble every morning that says, good morning, have a great day, and that affirmation that their existence matters. And that's what the show really boils down to, is just the basic human need for connection and validation and love. And I think the internet obviously has changed that for a lot of people, but throughout history, and I'm sure throughout, you know, into the future, people will find ways to get what they want, even if it means, you know, ignoring red flags or putting themselves in compromising situations.
Cammy, last time you and I talked, you said you've been doing this kind of sleuthing and research even before you were on the show. Since then, have any of your friends asked you to personally research someone for them?
Yes. I actually, just the other day, my sister was talking to someone that she met on Hinge, and I basically had a Twitter episode of Catfish where I asked, you know, the fans and viewers of the show to help me find the real guy in the pictures, because I thought for sure he was a catfish. Come to find out he was not. This was a real episode. Like, he had been to jail. There was like this whole story. He had catfished this other girl. He had asked for money. It should have been an episode. I wish I would have recorded it just on my phone, but I do this all the time in my free time. So call me.
Is your sister going to go on a date with this guy?
No, she blocked him. No, he's crazy.
All right, well, season 10, guys, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock on MTV. Best of luck to you guys. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Man, I love that show. Love that show. Guys?